Alright, shoutout mga idol. Magandang umaga, tanghali, gabi po sa inyo lahat at isang mapagpalang araw. So narito po tayo ngayon idol para sa update ng ating Pangulo sa kanyang naging departure speech. Ayan, dito po sa Villamor Airways sa Pasay City. Ayan, kasama yung ating Vice President, Inday Sara Duterte. Ayan, para sa pag-alis ng ating Pangulo para sa participation to the Association of Southeast Asian Nation, European Union Commemorative Summit in Brussels, Belgium. So ito ay napakagandang trip ng ating Pangulo. Ayan, para naman maka-invite ng ilang mga investors para sa ating bansa at para naman maka-generate ng trabaho para sa ating mga Pilipino at para sa pagpatuloy na pag-angat ng ating ekonomiya. So, kaugnay dyan mga idol, ano nga ba yung mga priorities ng ating Pangulo para sa kanyang pag-alis, ayan, papuntang Brussels, Belgium? Ano po yung mga priorities? Ano po yung mga objectives ng ating Pangulo? Ano-ano ba yung mga issue, ayan, na i-bring out ng ating Pangulo para sa napaka-importanting trip na ito sa Europa.
Please take your seat. Vice President Inday Sara, the members of the Cabinet, House Speaker Martin, Congressman Martin Romualdez, the AFP Chief of Staff, Lieutenant General Bacaro, and our other major service commanders, the members of the media, who are those who are accompanying and those who are not, and of course always our who is always here for us is our good Mayor Calixto Rubiano, of course First Lady Lisa Marcos. I only do that to annoy you. Fellow workers in government, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. In a short while, I depart for Brussels upon the invitation of the European Council President Charles Michel to attend the ASEAN European Union Commemorative Summit on the 14th. The standalone summit is celebrating 45 years of ASEAN-EU relations, with in-depth discussions on the most relevant issues concerning both regional organizations, such as global and regional security challenges, sustainable development, and economic cooperation, amongst other things. This will be the first meeting between ASEAN and EU member states leaders at the EU headquarters, and I am pleased to highlight the Philippines' role as country coordinator for ASEAN in its dialogue relations with the EU. In addition to pursuing ASEAN interests as country coordinator for the EU, I will always certainly push for Philippine priorities within the context of the ASEAN-EU cooperation, particularly in post-pandemic economic recovery and trade, maritime cooperation, and of course, climate action. Preceding the commemorative summit is the 10th ASEAN-EU Business Summit, hosted by the EU-ASEAN Business Council. A C-suite luncheon on the occasion of the Business Summit will be hosted for ASEAN leaders and guests from the private sector. It is up to me as a coordinator. The Philippines is the coordinator country between ASEAN and EU. So I will deliver the closing remarks at the C-suite luncheon and at the Business Summit itself. These events provide an opportunity to drum up economic interest once again and engagement for the Philippines in view of the presence of key business leaders in Europe at the event. I will also call upon the King, Philippe of Belgium, as well as hold bilateral meetings with some of my counterparts in Europe. And of course, I look forward to meeting the Filipino community in Belgium. And after the successful series of summits hosted by ASEAN Chair Cambodia last month, I look forward to a productive and meaningful summit that recognizes ASEAN and the EU's 4.5 decades of long-standing relations. And this we will continue to do, and we're very proud to, although I am representing the Philippines, I am now also representing all of ASEAN. But nonetheless, as I have mentioned, Philippine interest will always enter into all my discussions. Thank you very much and good evening.
King maitutulong para sa ating bansa. So, mabibring out ng ating Pangulo kung ano-ano man yung kailangan ng ating bansa, ano yung mga priority ayan ng ating bansa. So, mabibring out ng ating Pangulo sa pagpupulong na ito. At of course, yung may iwan, ayan, na mamamahala sa seguridad ng ating bansa, ayan yung ating Vice President Sara Duterte, na pinagkakatiwalaan ng ating Pangulo. Kung saan man siya pupunta, mayroon siyang mapagkatiwalaan na magmamanage magmamanage ng ating bansa. So talaga nga naman ang tiwala ng ating Pangulo kay Inday Sara ay solid, na alam niya kahit iiwanan niya yung ating bansa ay sigurado na yung seguridad ng ating bansa. Okay? So, ayan na mga idol, at nagkukwentuhan pa yung ating Pangulo. Nag-uusap-usap pa sila kasama ng ilang cabinet members. Basta cabinet members ng ating Pangulo. So, abangan natin kung ano-ano man yung mga issue na dadalhin ng ating Pangulo para sa isang magandang meeting na ito sa Europa. So, sana makapag-generate pa ng mas magandang trabaho. Ayan, makapagdala ng maraming investor para sa ating bansa. So yan muna yung ating update sa ngayon. Maraming salamat and God bless po sa trip ng ating Pangulo. Thank you po. And